What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Two Confrontation. We preview each week of the NFL, give our picks and predictions for the top games and performance for the upcoming week. This is week 16 of the NFL. We just wrapped up week 15. A lot of good games, a lot of close games. Doubleheader on Monday night. So yeah, wrapping up and kind of getting into the final stretch of the NFL season here. Playoff potentials and pushes are on the line here with this upcoming week. A lot of divisional games and everything. So yeah, overall record. I went 12-4 last week. So that puts me at what's my overall 153 and
In
71.
71. Yeah, and I
Yep.
went 14-2 last week. 14-2, so I'm at 150 and 74. So you're 3 games ahead of me right now.
Dang, yeah, getting squeaking by here week by week. So it's
Yep,
going to come
yep.
down to the last 3 weeks, like it kind of did last year here too. But
hmm
yeah, let's just jump in right into week 16, kicking it off with another divisional game. Amazon must be pushing a lot of money into these Thursday night games to get the schedule that they had this year. But kicking
Right.
everything off, we have the 9-5 Denver Broncos going against the 8-6 Los Angeles Chargers. This one, like I said, division game should be a good one here. Both great defenses, both great head coaches, and offense have been playing really well for both teams too. I guess Chargers got their butt kicked last week by Tampa Bay, but yeah,
Right.
Chargers are favored by 3 in this one at home. Who do you got, Broncos or Chargers in this one on Thursday night?
This is a tough one. This should be a pretty good game, like you said, divisional game. Both teams obviously trying to get into the playoffs. Um, Broncos played good last week, and like you mentioned, the Chargers got their asses whooped by the
But
Buccaneers. So um, I don't know. I feel like I got to go with the Broncos. They're on a hot streak. Bo Nix is playing really well, and they're really trying to make a big push to the playoffs. They'll definitely probably make it. Fifth, sixth, seventh seed. But yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos here and Bo Nix. I think they're just playing well. Sean Payton's got them rolling, and they just want to get a higher seed. So yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos here, um, beating the Chargers here.
yeah, I like the Broncos this year. I've been picking them almost every week, and basically just on their defense. They had another like 4 takeaway game last week and a touchdown. So yeah, they're just rolling on cruise control on the defensive side. And yeah, with that loss last week to the Bucks, the Chargers need to have a bounce back game this week if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. So it's a must win for kind of both teams. Like you said, I think Broncos probably going to find a way to squeak in there, but
hmm
that is a must win for both teams. But yeah, give me the Broncos. I like the Broncos on the road. This one should be a good fought battle though between two good head coaches in Harbaugh and Sean Payton, and then yeah, Bo Nix versus Justin Herbert.
Yep. Yep.
Should be a fun game to watch on Thursday night. So last week's Thursday night game was kind of a pooper. No points scored against in the 49ers and Rams game. So
Yeah, it was
hopefully,
one of the worst games. One of the worst games
yeah, worst
for
Thursday night
the
game of the
for the Thursday
season.
night game. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
right. Exactly. So yeah, hopefully this one can turn it around. But yeah, give me the Broncos on the road in this one as well. So and then moving on, we got two Saturday games, kind of kicking it in gear here and getting closer to the postseason. On Saturday, we got a noon o'clock game. We have the Houston Texans sitting at 9-5, traveling to Kansas City to face the best team in the NFL, 13-1, Kansas City Chiefs, sitting atop of the helm there in the AFC and like I said in the NFL. So yeah, who do you got? 9-5 Texans, 13-1 Chiefs, 3.5 point favorites to the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Who do you got?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing you got to keep in mind here is Patrick Mahomes, low ankle
Yeah.
sprain. I don't think he's going to go. I wouldn't. They're 13-1, um, risking even making the injury worse and affecting him in the playoffs possibly, or pushing him out. So I don't think he plays. I think they go with what's his name, Carson Wentz,
Yeah.
at starting quarterback. So that's going to be a huge difference. That's kind of going to sway my decision here. I don't know if the Chiefs can get it done with Carson Wentz. Man, I'm still going to take the Chiefs because I think Carson Wentz can come in here, ball out. He hasn't played in a while. Um, they still got a lot of weapons, and then their defense has stepped up. So I'm going to go Chiefs here. Hopefully Carson Wentz can pull it out because I do not think Patrick Mahomes is going to play on Saturday. So I'm going to go Chiefs though still against the Houston Texans.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Chiefs as well. Both teams have clinched their division. And so they're all making it. They're both of these teams are making it to the playoffs, no matter what they're. But yeah, this. Houston not looking like they played decent last week,
Hmm.
but Kansas City has been rolling, and they're only getting better, especially on the defensive side. This is when their defense comes live, and they proved it last week as well. So,
Yep.
um, yeah, give me Kansas City Chiefs at home on this one. Yeah, especially being at home. So yeah, give me Kansas City
Yeah.
Chiefs over the Texans. But I do think CJ Stroud, Nico Collins got to start clicking like they did last week, get things going headed into the postseason, so they can be full throttle when they get there. So.
Hmm.
Um, I do like the Texans. Their defense has been playing really well as of late, but yeah, Chiefs just too much to handle. So yeah, give me the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
Yeah, the other Saturday game, 3:30 o'clock, another divisional game here. We got the 10-4 Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the 9-5 Baltimore Ravens. Um, yeah, got the dub last week against the Giants, but yeah, sitting at 9-5, the Steelers are ahead of them in the division at 10-4. So this one means a lot. Must win for both teams in order to keep those playoff hopes alive and everything in the AFC. But yeah, 10-4 Steelers, 9-5 Ravens. Baltimore has a 6.5 point favorite in this one in the birdcage. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Steelers here. I just think, oh man, shit. I guess I don't know. I mean, like I said, same with Patty Mahomes, T.J. Watt, same injury, low ankle sprain. That affects our defense huge. We'll see if he plays. And I did just see something. Patrick Mahomes he practiced in full. He was a full participant today, so yeah, he should be a go. But Steelers, oh man, I'm gonna go Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers here. I like their defense. Offense needs to get it going. I mean, they didn't play terrible, but they did kind of get blown out by the Eagles last week. So hopefully this is a bounce back game for them. So I'm gonna go Steelers here against the Ravens.
Yeah, last time they played the Steelers ended up beating the Baltimore
Hmm.
Ravens 18-16. So
Yep.
if they can do that again, watch out because yeah, that would I mean Pittsburgh's clinched their playoff berth, but Ravens they're on the cusp there. They need to get in a couple more wins here before the end of the season in order to clinch their playoff berth. But you know what the Ravens are? They're a powerful offense.
Hmm.
Defense needs to play a little bit better, but yeah. I this one's tough as well, but I'm gonna rock with the home team. I'm gonna go the
Hmm.
Baltimore Ravens at home on this one, just because it is at home. But
Right.
Steelers, they've been playing really well. Yeah, and I like the way what Mike Tomlin's doing over there in Pittsburgh. They ended up losing to Philly last week, but
Hmm.
still a really good game. I mean, not a really good game, I should say. And they don't really have many weapons on the Steelers team necessarily. They got George Pickens as their number one, and then Calvin Austin as their number two, and then Marquez Valdez Scantling. So I mean, not a whole lot of weapons on the Steelers side of on the offensive side. So yeah, give me the
Yeah, and
Baltimore
I don't
Ravens.
think Pickens has played in. Has he
Two
played?
day,
Did he play
2
last week?
weeks. No, last two
He hasn't
weeks he
played in
hasn't
2 weeks.
played.
He should be a go. I know he's still dealing with a hamstring injury, but he should be a go. So that's a big weapon for the Steelers to get back after 2 weeks. He should be pretty much healthy. Uh, yeah, but it should be a good game.
Yeah, hopefully they get him back because yeah, without him, there's really not much offense going. Like you've seen
Yeah,
Russell
Calvin
Wilson's
Austin.
number. Yeah, you've seen Russell Wilson's numbers dip just because not having George Pickens in there and everything like that. So we'll see what happens, but I'm still rocking with the Ravens at home on this one. So yeah, moving on, we got Sunday slate here. We got the kicking it off. You got a kind of a poopy game. You got the 2-12 Giants going up against the 7-7 Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta got a dub last week against the Raiders. I think they only kicked field goals though, so not a great outing from them. With Desmond Ritter at the helm, and so but 8.5 point favorites to the Falcons at home in this one. Who do you got? 2-12 Giants or 7-7 Falcons?
I mean, this is the first big news out of Atlanta. Kirk Cousins gets benched.
Yep,
First game that Michael Penix will be. Penix, what's his first? Is it Michael Penix?
yep, Michael Penix
Michael Penix,
Jr.
yeah. First game he'll be starting as an NFL quarterback. So we'll see how he does. And I think it's Drew Lock starting for the Giants. Yeah, Falcons look. It was a boring game. They got the dub, but yeah, 15. I think what it was 15 points that you said.
15-3 or something, 15-3 or
15-3,
6 or something like
15-6.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Falcons being at home, I think Penix maybe brings some juice to the offense. Obviously, they're a
Hopefully.
slump. I mean, Kirk was last 5 games, 1 touchdown, 9 interceptions. So I'm gonna go Falcons here at home. Hopefully, we can get something going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons all the way as well. Hopefully, yeah, Penix brings the juice. MPJ bring doing what he used to do in Washington, and hooking it up to Drake London. You got Ray McLeod. You got a lot of weapons over there in
Hmm.
Atlanta. So Bijan Robinson, all that good stuff. So yeah, give me the Falcons on at home in this one. So.
Oh yeah.
And then moving on, we got another divisional matchup. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of divisional matchups coming up here in the last few weeks. But we got the 12-2 Detroit Lions traveling to the 4-10 Chicago Bears. It's in Chicago at Soldier Field, but Detroit is favored by 6.5 points in this one. Who got Lions Bears?
Yeah, this is an easy one for me. Just seeing the Bears play the Vikings on Monday night didn't really show me much. Dan Orlovsky did say something. Caleb Williams is the only quarterback that has not gotten better or progressed as a rookie quarterback. He's kind of just stayed the same since he got
Uh,
into the NFL. And I can agree with that. I mean, he's had some good games, but he had a few good games right off the bat. I mean, he was throwing for 300 right off the bat. He never got better. He's been the same old quarterback, and their offense hasn't gotten better, I don't think. Um, Lions deal with a lot of injuries. Unfortunately, Dave Montgomery got hurt last week, and then another defensive player in the corner. I think he broke his jaw. I can't remember his name. The corner for the Lions.
Sauce Gardner,
He, no, no, Sauce Gardner plays for the Jets. Um,
not
uh,
Sauce Gardner, Gardner Johnson
it
Jr. or
might be
something like
it
that.
might be him. I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. Lions deal with a lot of injuries, but I'm going to still stick with the Lions. I think they covered that 6.5 against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, Bears put the Lions to 3, had the Packers to 2, and went into
Yeah, but
overtime with the
but,
Vikings.
but then you saw the Bears play the Vikings
Last
last.
2 weeks, yeah, last 2 weeks they haven't been the same, but I wouldn't be able to say that Caleb Williams hasn't gotten better. He's just been on a roller coaster, has his ups and downs, just like any rookie quarterback would. Um, but yeah, I mean they've been playing well. I mean, obviously not the last 2 weeks, but the 4 weeks before that, they were holding teams
Hmm.
and keeping it close. So, but yeah, the last couple of weeks, and I think yeah, they're turning office over and gonna do a rebuild next year in the coaching staff, I believe, with Ryan Poles at the helm and
Right.
in the GM office. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be any type of game here, giving the Lions all the way in this one. So
Yeah. Yeah.
even though they are banged up and the only two like starting defensive players really that they have are their two safeties, Brian Branch and I think Sauce Gardner is a not Sauce
No,
Gardner,
Sauce
but
Gardner
Gardner
plays for the
Johnson.
Jets.
Yeah, Gardner Johnson Jr. or whatever. I think he's a safety. But
I'll just look it
anyway,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lions all the way in this one. And then yeah, moving on, we got the another divisional game, 3-11 Cleveland Browns, 6-8 Cincinnati Bengals. This one should be you got Dorian Thompson Robinson, who's getting the nod for the starting quarterback, and Jameis Winston is getting benched. And then yeah, the Bengals high powered offense. Can't find a way to get dubs though, but we'll see what happens in this one. 3-11 Browns, 6-8 Bengals. Cincinnati's favored by 7.5 in this one. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Bengals here at home. Yeah, like you said, high-powered offense. We've seen DTR play. He's not terrible, but I don't think he's gonna get it done against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. So I'm gonna go yeah Bengals at home here.
Yeah, DTR in preseason wasn't too bad, but we saw what he can do in the regular season. Didn't do much 2 years ago
Hmm.
when Sean Watson went out. But yeah, Bengals all the way in this one. I have not much to say. Give me Jamar Chase with a guaranteed touchdown again this week. It's almost every week you can get a guaranteed touchdown. He has 15 on the season already, so
Hmm.
pretty remarkable what he's been able to do. Chase Brown's really been stepping it up, and T Higgins also got a touchdown last week. So a lot of weapons on the offensive side. Only thing is their defense is trash. So in order
Right.
to win, they have to put up 45 every week. So we'll
Hmm.
see what they can do. But yeah, give me the Bengals on at home in this one. So
Yeah, and just to interrupt here, yeah, the people got hurt last week on Detroit. Aleem McNeil towards ACL as a defensive tackle, and then Carlton Davis the second. That's that cornerback that
yeah,
fractured his jaw. So yeah, Carlton Davis is a beast. So that's a big loss for them. I'm not sure about McNeil, but I'm sure if he's a starter, even a backup, just puts him even further
further
down the depth
behind.
chart. So
Yep, exactly. But yeah, moving on. You got another divisional game. You got the 3-11 Tennessee Titans going up against the 6-8 Indianapolis Colts, who kind of lost their playoff berth last week when they played the Texans there. But yeah, Indianapolis is favored by 3.5. You got the 3-11 Titans, 6-8 Colts. Who do you got in this one?
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts here. I just hopefully they can get JT and more involved, get the
He
offense
had
going a
a
little bit.
he had a
What?
touchdown last week, but dropped it at the goal line.
I know, yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
rare
that.
disease.
What an idiot.
Yeah, so same
Um,
with the Bengals defensive back who had a pick six, but dropped it right at the goal line.
right. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully they can get their run game more established. Obviously, it's been good. Obviously, you like mentioned that fumble at the goal line, but hopefully you can hold on to the ball past the goal line, and hopefully AR-15 or AR-5 gets it going. So. And yeah, Detroit, Tennessee is starting Mason Rudolph.
Yep.
Will Levis got benched, so Mason Rudolph's going to be starting. Not a bad quarterback. He played really well with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
Played pretty
Um,
decent with the Titans too this year when he
but,
came in for like a game or two.
but I'm going to go Colts here at home. Hopefully, yeah, just feed Jonathan Taylor, and then if you need to, run it with AR, and then throw a pass in there every once in a while. But just stick to the run game and just pound the rock.
Yeah, Titans, what did they put up last week? They put up a decent number last week. As far as points go, yeah, 27 against the Bengals. But yeah, like I said, Bengals defense is absolute
Hmm.
trash. So hopefully the Colts can hold them to fewer points. And yeah, I have the Colts winning this one as well at home over the Titans. So yeah, give me the Colts at home in this one. So.
Yeah.
And then moving on, not a divisional game, but should be a good matchup. You have the 8-6 LA Rams, who are in the playoff picture as of right now, going up against the 4-10 Jets. Aaron Rodgers has been playing decent his last few weeks,
Hmm.
connecting with Devontae Adams last week quite a bit, and then Garrett Wilson the week before. So let's keep that rolling, keep that momentum going. Hopefully, he can uh, finish the season strong, and hopefully we see him back next year, Aaron Rodgers, with
Hmm.
the Jets, because yeah, we haven't really seen a full productive season out of him. So yeah, there's always next year hopefully, but yeah, he's getting up there with age. But yeah, 8-6 Rams, 4-10 Jets. Rams are favored by 3 on the road in this one. Who do you got?
This is a tough one. Yeah, like you mentioned, A-Rod played really well the last few weeks, 300 and 290 or 289. Devontae went off for the second half, 198 yards, 2 TDs.
You're right.
This is tough. Rams have been playing decent. Uh, I don't know. I mean,
Squeaked one out on Thursday night last week. To mention
yeah.
that, but I mean, yeah, no points scored besides field goals last week. So, I mean, that's not a good sign for Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua and Kyron Williams. You know what I mean? And they're playing
Hmm.
against the 49ers. I mean, they're our physical team still, but
Yeah, and then just looking at the Jets, I mean, they lost to OT to the Dolphins the week prior, and then last week they got a good win against the Jags. But Jags have been putting, some points up. Oh, yeah. Tough, tough. Fuck. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jets here. Jets at home.
Jets, Jets, Jets,
I just think,
Jets.
yeah, I just think if Rodgers wants to stay in New York or New Jersey, wherever I think it's New Jersey, it's actually where the Jets facility is. I think they have to win a few more games here. Go 7-10 maybe. Um, Kind of win out would be ideal for the Jets. Not a terrible season. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets here. And then yeah, A Rod was the leading rusher last week with 45 rushing yards for the Jets too. So
Not a good sign.
200, 200, no, 289 in the air through the air, and then 45 on the ground. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jets here.
Yeah, this one should be a close one. Rams favored by 3. Um, Young, talented Jets team, but I have a feeling the Rams are gonna hopefully start kicking it into gear. I mean, yeah, didn't have a great week last week, but still got the dub. Sean McVay is a great coach, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna go Rams in this one. 8-6 Rams over the 4-10 Jets on the road. So yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah.
And then yeah, another noon o'clock game, another divisional game. We got the 12-2 Eagles who are on a roll. Just got, like you mentioned, just beat the Pittsburgh Steelers last week, going up against the 9-5 Washington Commanders. Also playing decent, only squeaked out a game last week against the Saints, 20-19. Almost lost that game with that 2-point conversion attempt that failed for the Saints, and Spencer Rattler coming in.
Hmm.
So that was kind of a scary sign for the Commanders. But yeah, going up against the division rival, 12-2 Eagles. So yeah, Eagles Commanders. Philly has a 3.5 point spread on the road in this one. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Eagles here. I've said it past 4 or 5 podcasts. I think they're the best team, and they even proved my point. I mean, going up against a tough Steelers defense last week, they were able to put 27 on them. Saquon playing well. I'm gonna go Eagles here. I think they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and I think they'll continue to prove it against the Commanders here.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough test for the Washington Commanders. They got to play like they started the year off and putting up big numbers and everything like that. But I think they can get it done. Zach Ertz is in concussion protocol, but Scary Terry had a couple touchdowns last week. Don't have much of a running game. Need to get that going. But yeah, this could be a game that the Washington Commanders pull out, especially a divisional game. These ones are always tend to be close when it comes down to it. But Philly has been looking really good, especially on the defensive side as well. Um, yeah, I don't know. This one is tough for me as well. I want to pick the Eagles, but for some reason that the Commanders are calling my name,
Yeah,
especially being in Commanders home game. So
right.
uh, yeah, give me the Commanders. I think they win by either a field goal or a last second play to beat the Eagles at home in this one. So yeah, give me the Washington Commanders.
No, yeah.
And then yeah, moving on here, that hell yeah. You know what that reminds me of? That guy that goes,
Oh yeah.
good stuff right there. Hell yeah. Yeah, that shit's funny. But yeah, moving on here, we got the 7-7 Arizona Cardinals going up against the 3-11 Carolina Panthers. Arizona's favored by 5 in this one, and they got a good dub last week at home. Put up some pretty good numbers against, I guess, was against the Patriots, but 30 points is still a great feat in the NFL. So yeah, who do you got in this one? 7-7 Cardinals, 3-11 Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Cardinals here against the Carolina Panthers. James Conner last week, 2 touchdowns. I think they do it on the ground. Obviously, Kyler Murray needs to throw it through the air a little bit more. Didn't have any touchdown passes last week, so that's a big thing that they need to get going. But I'm still gonna go Cardinals here over the Panthers.
Yeah, Trey McBride had a decent game, and I'm looking to see Michael or Marvin Harrison Jr. step it up and start getting some more productivity. But yeah, I think even with some lack of air productivity out of Kyler Murray, the Arizona Cardinals are a more well-rounded team than the Carolina Panthers. So yeah, give me the Cardinals on the road in this one
Yeah,
over the Carolina Panthers.
yeah, and McBride is. I think he's has the record for most receptions without a touchdown, 95 receptions or something like that, and 0 touchdowns on the year. Um,
He's due. Yeah.
yeah, he needs to get in the end zone. And Kyler Murray tweeted, he said, "We're gonna get whatever he's 85, right? Number 85.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get 85 in the end zone. So maybe that's a lock of the week. Trey McBride touchdown.
Yeah, that would be a good call. A good call for one of our locks of the week for sure. So wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, I'm taking Arizona on the road over the Carolina Panthers. So
Yeah.
and then yeah, moving on, we got the my game of the week. We got the 12-2 Minnesota Vikings traveling to Seattle to take on the 8-6 Seattle Seahawks. Another must-win game for Seattle. And also a must-win game for the, I guess not a must-win, but would be a nice win for the Minnesota Vikings. We're fighting now for the number one overall spot in the division, and hopefully get
Hmm.
home field advantage and everything like that. Since the Lions lost to the Bills last week, and so yeah, that just puts us in further contention there for the number one spot in the division, which would be awesome to have and take a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So. But yeah, looking at this, we got the 12-2 Vikings, 8-6 Seahawks. Minnesota's favored by 3 on the road in this one. Who do you got?
Yeah, I am gonna go the Vikings here. I don't know the status of Geno Smith if he's gonna be playing or not. I know he got hurt in the Green Bay game, um, and last week, Green Bay went into Seattle and absolutely pummeled them.
Yep,
Um,
beat them up.
so obviously, it's not a too tough of a place to play. If Green Bay was able to do that, usually they say Seattle's 12th man. But yeah, I think the Vikings get it done here, and especially if Geno Smith is not playing, then they'll even beat them by more. So give me the Vikings here.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Vikings on the road as well. I'm surprised that the Packers went in there and put up an ass whooping on the Seattle Seahawks like they did. I picked Seattle. I thought they were going to put up more of a fight, especially being at home in the 12th man and everything like that. But no, Packers put a butt whooping on them, and hopefully the Vikings can do the same thing, and keep putting up 30 points a game. That's what I like to see from Sam Darnold and the boys, and everyone was getting involved. Yeah, Jordan Addison, JJ. Aaron Jones, even Cam Akers found the end zone as well. So,
Hmm.
yeah, TJ Hawkinson. I mean, we're fully loaded on the defensive side. Josh Metellus, Van Ginkel, Grenard. I mean, a lot of underrated players stepping up and making a name for themselves. So and then we had one of our corners out, so we were starting Shaq Griffin. He had a couple big pass breakups and everything like that last week. So we just got to keep the ball rolling, keep moving and grooving, and I think we find a way to make it into for a long playoff run, hopefully into the Super Bowl. My future Super Bowl prediction is the Vikings and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So
Mhm.
that'd be awesome, and Vikings get it done. And I called it at the beginning of the year, Vikings win the Super Bowl. So yeah, hopefully they can get it done. But I do have them beating the Seattle Seahawks in this one. So give me the Vikings on the road. And yeah, moving on to the 3:25 o'clock slate. We had a packed 3:25 o'clock slate last week. I think we had like 5 or 6 games in the
Mhm.
afternoon slate, which was pretty crazy. But only three this week. So let's get into it. We got the 3-11 New England Patriots going to Buffalo to take on the 11-3 Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is favored by 14 points in this one. Josh Allen up for MVP front runner and playing really well. Had another like 5 touchdown game last week, which was crazy. And so yeah, 11-3 Bills, 3-11 Patriots. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, I think Buffalo being at home. Hopefully, there's a ton of snow. Buffalo's known for that, just getting a shit ton of snow, especially this time of year. So I hope there's a ton of snow. Buffalo's going to whoop the shit out of them. I don't know if they'll cover that 14. Um, Seems pretty hefty. I think that's the second biggest spread we've had. I think last week was 17 with the Eagles, or not Eagles, Baltimore, or somebody like that. But yeah, I'm going to go Buffalo Bills at home over the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going a Buffalo Bills. Not really much to talk about in this one. Yeah, Buffalo all the way in this one, at home especially. So yeah, give me Buffalo Bills. Yeah, moving on, we another 3:25. We got the 3-11 Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Vegas to take on the 2-12 Raiders. Um, Shitty game. Not looking forward to this one. But Vegas is favored by 1.5 points, which is kind of surprising, probably just because it is at home. And so yeah, this one should be a low scoring, boring game. But yeah, you got 3-11 Jaguars, 2-12 Raiders. Who do you got in this one?
Give me Jacksonville here. First time I think I'm ever picking Jacksonville this year. I'm going to go Jacksonville here against the Raiders. Jacksonville has some, they put up some points against some good teams, like I mentioned. They kind of hang in there. So that's probably my only optimism is just to put up a lot of points, hang in there. Raiders aren't good either, so it will be kind of a shitty game, but give me Jacksonville here. Mac
I'm
Jones,
gonna,
baby.
yeah, I'm just gonna just go opposite of you. I'm gonna take Desmond Ritter and the Raiders, see if I can't get a couple more games up on you. But yeah, Brock Bowers has been playing really well. Desmond Ritter, yeah, hasn't had much time with the team, but he had a game last week underneath his belt, so hopefully he can keep it. I mean, start getting in a rhythm with the team and everything like that. Amir Abdullah had a great game last week, so hopefully they can keep him involved. I picked him up on my fantasies. He was on the waiver. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, give me the Raiders at home in this one, especially, yeah, being at home. I'm taking the Raiders. So yeah, 2-12 Raiders. Give me them.
There you go.
And yeah, 3:25 o'clock game, last one of the slate. We got 6-8 49ers traveling to the 6-8 Miami Dolphins. Both teams, yeah, looking for a win, not doing too hot. Like you mentioned, Dolphins lost to the Jets in overtime, or was it overtime? Yeah, in overtime last week.
Overtime, yep. Not
And
last week, the
so
week before. Yeah, week
yeah, yeah.
before. Yep.
So I mean, I'm not looking. Nah, none of these teams. Yeah, both of these teams not looking great. But yeah, who do you got? 6-8 49ers, 6-8 Dolphins. Miami's favored by a point in this one.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins here. I mean, 49ers really haven't shown me much.
They're banged up.
Banged up, yeah. Trent Williams is out for season. I'm guessing just because they're not going to make the playoffs. Uh, but yeah, give me Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa. I'm going to take the Dolphins at home.
Yeah, I'm taking Miami at home as well. 49ers haven't shown me much. They are banged up, so it's kind of hard to put a good picture of what they're going to look like further down the road, like talking into next year. But yeah, I think Miami gets it done in this one, especially being at home, super fast at home. So yeah, give me the Miami Dolphins to take it in this one. And then yeah, moving on Sunday night game. Only one game on Sunday night. I'm gonna say slate, but yeah, Sunday night here we got the 8-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We mentioned put up put up a whooping on the Chicago or the
Uh,
Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah,
mhm.
going up traveling to Dallas to take on the 6-8 Dallas Cowboys. Buccaneers are favored by 4 in this one on Sunday night, prime time underneath the lights. Cooper Rush or Baker Mayfield? Who do you got?
Yeah, I mean, this should be a pretty good game, I think. Cooper Rush didn't play too bad against the Panthers last week. 3 touchdowns. I think he was 20 for 29 or 19 for 28 or whatever it was. No picks, no turnovers. But yeah, Baker put up 40 points against the Chargers last week. So I think
Yep.
they're moving. They need a win. So I'm going to give me Buccaneers over the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks on the road as well. Just what they did last week, played really well. Mike Evans connecting, Shad White doing all right. You got Bucky Irvin for one of the Rookie of the Years races and everything like that. So I mean, yeah, Buccaneers have been rolling. Have a
Hmm.
few kind of iffy losses, but yeah, Cowboys kind of depleted. CD Lamb did have a good year, a good game last week.
Hmm.
Rico Dowdle having a good year as a backup running back there. But yeah, give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road in this one on Sunday night. Baker
Yes,
loves prime
sir.
time, so yeah, give me the Bucks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, moving on. Your game of the week here, Monday night. This is like the fourth or fifth primetime game the Packers had in the last 5 weeks. But you got the 5-9 New Orleans Saints traveling to Green Bay to take on the 10-4 Green Bay Packers. Going to be a chilly one on Monday night in Green Bay. But yeah, who do you got in this
Hmm.
one?
Yeah, I got the Packers here, big time. They showed me a lot last week against the Seahawks. I mean, 6 sacks. Jordan, no turnovers. This is his Toyota-thon type of uh, time of year. I think he's thrown 2 interceptions during this. It's either from mid-November to January, first week of January. He's thrown 28 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in these past few 2 years, I guess. Yeah, and then Josh Jacobs, another 100-yard game last week, another touchdown. We're just playing well on both sides of the ball. Special teams is playing well. So yeah, give me Packers at home. Hopefully it's chilly. Hopefully there's some snow on coming from the sky or it's on the ground. So whichever I'll be happy with. So give me the Packers at home.
Yeah, Packers well-oiled machine, well coached, and they're just doing everything right. They're probably 10-4 is a guaranteed lock in the playoffs in the AFC, but
Mhm.
not in the NFC or not even
Yeah,
in
we're
contention for
if
the
we
number one
win
spot.
if we win this game, we're automatically in the playoffs. So yeah, winning you're in for the Packers here today or on Monday night. We should be able to clinch our playoff spot here on Monday night.
Yeah, and they're favored by 14.5 points. So Vegas
Yeah.
has them beating them by a boatload. So I'm going to take Vegas and I'm going to rock with the Packers. I shouldn't have bet against them last week. I knew better, but yeah, I'm taking Packers on the road in this one on Monday night. So yeah, wraps it up
Yeah,
for
yeah.
week 15 slate. And then yeah, let's hop into our game locks and our TD locks. All right, yeah, for our game locks here, let's hop right into it. So who do you got for 3 game locks of the week for week 16 slate?
Yeah, I am gonna go the Bengals over the Browns. I'm gonna go Eagles over the Commanders. Then I'm gonna go Packers because I don't pick the Packers much. But
Not
I
for
do
the
think this is
game
gonna be a
locks,
lock.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't pick Packers much for game locks, so I'm gonna go Packers over the Saints. So those are my 3 game locks for Week 16.
Heck yeah, those are solid locks. I like that Cincinnati lock. I was gonna have that one as well, but I'm gonna switch it up here. I'm gonna go Baltimore Ravens over the Pittsburgh Steelers for my game lock on Saturday there. Ravens over Steelers, and then I am gonna go Vikings over Seattle. Minnesota Vikings over the Seattle Seahawks, and then I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night for my 3 game lock. So for my 3 game locks, Ravens over the Steelers, Vikings over the Hawks, and then I got the Bucks over the Boys to wrap up
There you
my
go.
3.
There you go. Alrighty.
Yeah, who
So
do you
we'll just
got
have
for just recap your 3 quick?
Yeah, I got Cincinnati Bengals over the Browns, the Eagles over the Commanders, and then the Packers over the Saints.
Perfect. So 6 game locks for week 16. All should be locks. I think we've been hitting pretty well on our locks for sure. But I'm not too sure on our TD locks. We'll move into TD locks here. I know my Lamar Jackson TD lock didn't hit last week, but he threw 5 touchdowns, which is fucking
Hmm.
insane in its own right. But yeah, for 3 TD locks, who do you got? So yeah, rushing rushing and receiving over a half, and then throwing over 1.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all running backs here
Ooh,
this week. I am gonna go James Conner plus one rushing. I am going to go James Cook plus one rushing for the Buffalo Bills. Especially if there's snow on the ground, I think they run it quite a bit, and he
yeah.
gets the brunt of the carries. And then Josh Jacobs
Hmm.
plus one rushing. So those three, all Jays. They'll have the Jays starting their first name. So give me the Jays for TD locks this week.
Yep, saw that. Saw the Josh Jacob ones coming from a mile away.
Yep.
But yeah, for my TD locks here, yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's go Terry McLaurin, scary Terry with a receiving touchdown over the Philadelphia Eagles. And then I'm gonna go keep it kind of switching it up a little bit. I'm gonna go Adam Thielen with a receiving touchdown for the Carolina Panthers. He's been playing really well these last few weeks, and really stepping up even in his I shouldn't say old age because he's what 38, but I mean he 34,
Hmm.
36 something, but he's getting up
Yeah.
there as for a wide receiver for sure. And then I do want to go JJ with a receiving touchdown over the Seattle Seahawks. He's had 2 or 3 in the last 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and he's been really playing well. He hadn't had a touchdown for like 8 weeks ever since like week 4, and then finally we got a touchdown a couple weeks ago. And so yeah, keep him rolling and keep feeding him the ball, and we're going to be looking real well come the postseason. So yeah, give me JJ with the receiving touchdown over the Seattle Seahawks.
There you
So yeah,
go.
do you have all those jotted down there? You want to run through those picks, TD
Yep. So
locks?
yeah, I'll start with you here. You have Terry McLaurin plus one receiving, Adam Thielen plus one receiving, and Justin Jefferson plus one receiving. And then I had James Cook plus one rushing, James Conner plus one rushing, and Josh Jacobs plus one rushing.
Receivers and running backs. Let's go. We
Yes,
gotta
sir.
let's lock them in here and make some money, especially right before the holidays and Christmas. You see our
Hmm.
backgrounds where we're
Yep.
bumping the
Yep.
Christmas theme because it is only a week away. It came a lot faster this year than I was
For
expecting.
sure. Yeah.
Hopefully you got all your shopping done, presents wrapped, and cookies baked because yeah,
Hmm.
families and holidays will be coming up in yeah about 5 days. So yeah, what else we got for other sports news, or do you have anything to add to Week 16 NFL slate, or what's kind of going on in the
I
world?
mean, yeah, the biggest news for NFL, I think, is the Kirk Cousins benching. I think it was probably the biggest, in the past, and then the injuries for the Lions was obviously huge. Um, NFL, the Milwaukee Bucks won the in
NBA, yeah,
season NBA Cup or the in season tournament. What's it called? The NBA Cup.
yeah, in season tournament NBA Cup, but I think you said NFL on accident. Milwaukee
Yeah.
Bucks. It'd be
Yep.
kind of cool to see Giannis in the NFL though. I wonder what position he would play, tight
I
end or
don't know.
something, and just
Probably tight
fucking
end. Yeah.
6'11" running down the field, just lob it
Hmm.
up. But yeah, NBA Cup. I mean, they're yeah quarter through the season. The only game going on right now or this week was the NBA Cup here.
Yeah.
And so then yeah, basketball going on all the time. Golf is getting into the swing of things, which is
I
nuts
did
to
see that.
think
That was
about.
on last night. They had that Bitcoin tournament or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, Masters will be coming up in a few months and everything, and yeah, it's just football's wrapping up and kind of
Yeah.
bittersweet. I mean, yeah, coming down the last few weeks. Second round of the playoffs for fantasy. Hopefully, teams are still in it. I had a couple buys. I think you had a buy or two for the
Hmm.
first round. So I mean, yeah, kind of. You got lucky. You had Cooper Cup starting, and he had 0 points, and you had a couple
Right.
other. Jonathan Taylor without that touchdown only had like 6 points or something like that. So I mean,
Hmm.
good thing you had a bye last week, or else you would have been
Exactly.
you would have been hitting yourself because yeah, it wasn't a great outing last week for your team. But yeah, with
Yeah.
that bye, we got lucky, and so yeah, moving on to round 2 of the fantasy. Yeah, 2 more weeks and you get named champion if you can make it that long. So
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, and then college playoffs start this
yep,
week.
yep.
The playoff bracket. Indiana plays Friday night against Notre Dame at Notre Dame. SMU plays Penn State at Penn State. Friday night's Indiana game. SMU and Penn State's on Saturday at 11 a.m. Clemson, Texas, Saturday at 3 p.m. And then Tennessee at Ohio State at 7 p.m. on Saturday. So you're going to have NFL and college football on Saturday. So jam-packed Saturday and Sunday for football fans out there. And then, yeah,
Yeah,
college football, obviously, Travis Hunter won the Heisman.
Yep.
Big news. Thanks to second player to play both ways. That the
Charles
last one was
Woodson.
Charles Woodson.
Hmm.
Yep. So that's huge for Travis Hunter. Excited to see where he ends up in the NFL, and when he gets picked, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty high up there.
Yeah, there's been rumors like Vegas Raiders looking at sitting at number 2 pick, getting Shadur Sanders, and then
Hmm.
hopefully trading some picks and getting Travis Hunter. It'd be sweet to see those guys team up in the league next year. That'd be really cool. And then yeah, I was gonna say something else along the lines of the NFL or college football. Oh yeah, SDSU won, NDSU won, and
Hmm.
USD won. So all three of those teams are in the semifinals. USD plays Montana State, the number 1 team. That's going to be a tough
Very
feat
tough.
for
Yeah.
USD, but pretty cool that they made it this far. And then SDSU will be traveling up to North Dakota to face the Bison
Ooh.
this weekend. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees and snowing up there. So both teams used to playing outdoors and in the cold. Is Notre Dame or North Dakota? They're in a dome though, aren't
They're
they?
in the dome. Yep, they're in the
Oh,
dome.
so it shouldn't be
Are
too
they
bad.
playing? Are they playing it at in Fargo?
Yeah, far NDSU is seeded number 2 and
Okay.
SDSU
Damn.
is number
That mean
3.
yeah, it sucks for SDSU because you could use that weather to your advantage. Because yeah, I know NDSU is a dome, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah,
So.
yeah. I forgot about that, but yeah, should be fun football weekend and playoffs and NFL and all the above. So yeah, should be a jam-packed weekend full of football and excitement. So
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for Week 16 to kick off. Like we went through the list, a lot of divisional games, going to be a lot of close games, and then playoff potential on the lines for quite a
Hmm.
few of these teams. So yeah, kind of already into playoff football and all that good stuff. So um, yeah, I'm excited. What else you got?
That's all I got.
Cool. Cool. Well, that wraps it up for week 16 of the NFL and 2 confrontational. Um, yeah, we'll see you guys next week on the pod. Until then, peace
Peace.
and Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
motherfuckers.